Mahalo guys, mahalo, or shall I say aloha. I bring you greetings from Maui. I just want to do a recommendation via video, and this is the harbor strip. And so actually we discovered this strip from doing whale watching down here on the harbor. And so this is the street right before you get to the harbor. And of course, I'm trying to show you all the stores. I'm gonna just do a panoramic view of the stores. And so it goes from one end of the street, which is back here, down to this end of the street. And you saw that van just turn, so it's places back there too. So even up and down the street. So you have restaurants, you have souvenir shops, you have galleries, art galleries, you have ice cream shops. Man, you name it. Actually, this Hana Fish Company, I'm gonna turn around because this was gonna be one of my recommendations, this Hana Fish Company. This is where we just finished eating our dinner, lunch, whatever you want to call it. They have some of the best mahi that I've tasted since I've been here on the island. And it's called Hana, or she told me it's called Hana Fish Company. And so as you see, as I walk, it's just miles and miles. I'm coming up on a bamboo, and the art galleries are, I'm just turn behind me. This is an art gallery behind me. Beautiful, beautiful art. Of course, like I said, if you just go one block over, that's where you have the harbor. You do all of your whale watching, your submarines. They have jewelry, Hawaii jewelries here. I'm just trying to look around and tell y'all, they have a booth for the different activities. Again, the different art that they have here. We just passed another art gallery. I wanted to show y'all that motorcycle. And I'm trying to let y'all see. There's so many places on this little strip. So of course, huh?
I live here.
Oh, you live here?
3 or 4 bars. You've done that.
Okay, so this is a local here. He says 3 or 4 bars. What else?
Restaurants. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, that's what I was telling
you.
You
gotta go outside of town, like, so you can hit the cool, like swimming area.
So what's outside of town?
You got like rocks you can jump off of, like cool little like
rocks you can jump off of.
Tide pools is cool. Or you can get away from everybody and have your own little area beach. I mean, I'm from Pennsylvania, so I drive. When I'm in PA, I have to drive all the way to the coast, and then you have to walk too far. So you can just literally pull over and find your own beach. Be by yourself. Pop out your goddamn inner tube, just float with whoever you want to be with.
He said just pull out your inner tube and just float, guys. So that's how they doing it down here in Maui. They just pulling out floats and they just...
You drive a car, you know, there's nobody here, pull over, float.
Okay, thank you. So that's a local. He said just pull out your GD tube and just float, baby. And so anyway... And so, oh my goodness, he just about rushed my video. But anyway, art galleries, food, restaurants, he done really threw me off. Boutiques are down here. And of course, I'm gonna turn this way. Down here, that's where you see the harbor right behind us. Like I said, well, it's not even 1 block over. It's actually on the same strip. You got the harbor where you can do the whale watching. Another art gallery. I don't know if y'all can see that piece of crystal in there. Beautiful art galleries down here. They have some beautiful pieces. Y'all know I love beauty. And so, again, one of my recommendations for Maui. And so, thank you. Y'all, I'm trying to walk and talk because I'm trying to show y'all things. So, whale watching is a must do. So let me just retract for a second. Like, can we just pause for 1 second? So I'm gonna just retract for 1 second. This is day 4 here for us in Maui, and I've been walking, y'all, walking. That's why I'm looking sweaty and tired. But when we first flew in, of course, it was a 10-hour flight. So when we first got here, oh, I want to get on the mopeds, babe. That's what wait, you said, oh no. What did he do?
I'm gonna run into another dude.
I'm not gonna run into anybody, I promise. I'm not gonna do that again, I promise.
He put his feet down to actually stop.
So my husband's making fun of me because when we was in Cancun, Mexico, I did not know how to stop the moped, and I almost ran into a gas tank. Anyway, I asked him, could we get on the mopeds here? And he said it's a no-go for him because he didn't want me to run into anything. And so evidently, a guy behind me just did the same thing. But let me tell y'all this, because I was going to do this video in the car, but I might as well tell y'all while I'm recording what I've done so far. And just pick and choose, you know. As I always say, chew out the meat, spit out the bone. If it's for you, try it. If it's not for you, then don't. So when we first got here, of course, on Monday, it was a 10-hour flight. And even though we got here, it was still like, I think, 12 o'clock here. But imagine we had been at the airport in Memphis since 6 o'clock that morning. So when we got here, we just went to the room and we chilled. And I am going to do a review on the room. We staying at the Sands of Hana, and that's more like an outdated hotel, real roomy. They didn't try to do a few upgrades with the bathroom and kitchen, but it's still the furniture, everything is real outdated. It wouldn't be one of my recommendations, you know, on here on Felicia's Travel. I just have to keep it real for you all. One of the places I would stay though is at the Hyatt Regency, but that's a little bit out of budget, which is why we're at the Sands of Hana, because you know the Hyatt Regency is like $800 a night, where we're staying is like $300 a night, and so that's a big gap. And so like I said, it's real roomy, just very outdated. So we just chilled at the room. We first got here Monday. Tuesday is when we did the helicopter tour. That was off the chain to go over the ocean. Oh man, I don't care where you go, do the helicopter tour. That's one of the best tours if they have it available in the city or island, wherever. Always do a helicopter tour. So we did Air Maui. I actually posted a video on here about Air Maui. Excellent tour. You can see how the scenery looks with Air Maui. And then so day 2 we did the road to Hana. That's a big tourist attraction here. And the reason it's a tourist attraction, you get the road of Hana take you all the way around the east side of the island. We're actually staying on the west side, but it makes a circle around it. And when they tell you it's all day, we started at like 9 o'clock in the morning, and when we got back to the room, it was 8:30 at night. So that was almost like 12 hours. But of course, it was a lot of stopping. We stopped at a national park. We stopped to get food. We stopped at the Garden of Eden, which is another one of my recommendations. Stop at the Garden of Eden. So the road to Hana, look it up. It's a very tour. I'm gonna post videos of the road to Hana. But it's a lot of things you can do on the road traveling to Hana. A lot of stops you can make, and I'm gonna talk about those on another video. So check out my video that said Road to Hana. But it's like I said, it's all the way around the east side of the island, and so that's a must-do tourist attraction when you're here in Maui. And so that was day 3 for us. Day 1 we rested. Day 1 was the helicopter tour. Day 2 was the Road to Hana. And today is day 3. We did the whale watching. And this is about the best whale watching. We did whale watching in Bar Harbor, Maine. We did it in a couple of other places when we go to these islands. We always do the whale watching, but this was by far one of the best. And the reason being because we saw 2 whales when we not first started out, but before we saw the family, we saw 2 whales. But we were only able to see their back. And so we saw those 2 whales, and then as we kept going further, we saw a baby whale and her mama hanging out with a mama dolphin and her baby. So the mama whale and the mama dolphin both had their babies with us, so we was able to see all 4. And so that was absolutely spectacular. So whale watching was our 3rd day. So those are my 3 recommendations so far. Road to Hana, whale watching, and Air Maui helicopter ride. And of course the Hana Fish Company, best mahi I've tasted. This is day 2 of me trying mahi, and this is the best by far. So that's my recommendation, guys. Toodaloo, or shall I say hang loose.